Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. This is going to serve for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Sagittarius for the entire month of September as an overview. Okay. We are going to start with our sacred geometry. Archangel Thankyou, which is your angel, okay, is going to have another angel that's going to step forward. I will pull a card for that. We're going to do an old school, this is what they wanted me to do, a 9-card spread. So one row is going to be devoted towards home and family. The middle row is going to be devoted towards romance and relationships. The third row is going to be all about career, okay? And out of that, I'll be able to figure out what's been going on in the past. I'll be able to understand what the strength is. I'll be understand what your challenge is, and I'll be able to understand kind of the heart of the matter and kind of where we've been in between. I will use the in-between tarot deck to bridge some of the different points, and I'll also use the the White Sage Tarot to bridge what we show up for future opportunities for you in that vein as well. So again, this is an overall overview for the entire month. I will be back to do deeper dives, so you're going to want to make sure that you stay abreast of the channel. Make sure that if you haven't subscribed already, that you subscribe so that you can get those notifications. Here we go. This was very fast. Here we go, my friends. All right, Sagittarius. This month for you is going to be about your clarity, staying clear and focused. Staying clear and focused, okay? This is card 34, which reduces down to a 7, so it's going to be very spiritual for a lot of people, okay? Now, let's find out which archangel wants to step forward and support Thankyou for all of our Sagittarius this month of September 2021. Look at this. All right, we have two. We have first the main archangel for Aries. This is Thankyou that's popping through, okay? And then we also have Abariel, and I will get into the description of Abariel for you here in just a second. So, Sagittarius, if you have Aries anywhere in your chart, this might be an opportunity for you to go and take a look at that reading as well. As I explained to Scorpio, because they had a different angel that came through. The angels work together in groups. Obviously, earth, air, fire, water angels. But they also kind of do these different bridges, and they have their own specialty. So even though Thankyou is the main angel for Aries, okay, there are other angels that work on behalf of those signs as well. So I enjoy doing this kind of education for you. Hopefully you guys like it as well. So Thankyou, you're aware of. He is responsible for all those that are born. Let me get you the information for Abariel. Abariel is an air sign, so he works under Archangel Raphael. Okay, and let's see what he has to say. I'm sure it's going to have a lot to do with dreaming. Let me confirm. Emotions. Okay, so emotions are going to come up, Sagittarius. Moon magic, emotions, moon magic, dreaming, moon magic, sleeping, moon magic, okay? You cannot allow your emotions to overrule your logic this particular month. Emotions usually win over logic, but it's important at this time to pause and analyze the situation logically before moving ahead. And if possible, discuss the matter with someone that you trust and see if you can talk about it without emotions. This will give you a much clearer idea of the direction that you should take. So, yes, our emotions are important to us, but in this vein, Sagittarius, they're saying you can't be all up in your emotions, okay? Clarity is what's needed, and this is the answer. So if you want to call on additional support, then you can call on Abariel, okay, to help you with that, okay? But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the awesome features that we have with our fire sign Thankyou, and see if there's anything specific or special that we don't already know about him that I can pop out for you. Woman, what did you do? Give me just a second here. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, totally on the wrong side of the fence. Sorry. Okay. So at the end of the day, our Aries are all about their courage. We understand that, right? They're all about their self-will, their courage, the big bravado that they bring forward. He does often come in, and I think this is what's going on. He often does talk about expression, because that's also another big thing. They're expressions of love to other individuals, okay? So there is something that you need to call on Mercurial for additional courage, okay? And something that you want to manifest and bring forward, okay? Whether it's an emotional type of a situation, but whatever it is that's affecting your self-will and your expression, you know, you're being told these are the group. So you have your own. You got your own angel. Let me move this back. And these are the messages that are going to be most supportive for Sagittarius this month. Don't be overly emotional, okay? And you're going to need to get some clarity if it comes to an emotional series that is going to be coming up here. So let's find out. Let's get the cards out. All right, Thankyou. How do you want to proceed? Shuffle 3 times and then take from the top. Okay, 1, 2. Oops, almost 2. Let's try that again. Sorry, guys. There we go. 3. Okay, so first row is going to be about home and family. Wow. Okay. Middle row is about your romantic situation. Final row is about your career, Sagittarius. Okay. All right. So let me just take another quick look at all of these. Well, what I can see here, oh, put those over here, is that we have some inner child healing that is possibly necessary when it comes to your overall end-all. You only have 2 cards. Actually, you have 3 that are presenting in the reverse, which just means we need to put a little bit more emphasis on it, okay? Inner child healing is going to be important, okay? Making sure that you address anything new that's cropped up from an emotional perspective. So this emotional piece that's showing up here makes a lot of sense. I think I explained this to, it was both Libra and Scorpio, I believe. And there's old content that's coming through as we're changing timelines and other things that's coming to the surface. And things are consistently being worked on your whole life. You think you may have cleared something. Somebody says something or does something that triggers something that you hadn't even thought about that was related to main issue. Therefore, you have to correct the entire said issue, right? Not that hard to do. However, the base central theme of everything that we've got going on here is healing energy. So Sagittarius, again, 2 different ways to read this. Either you're a light worker, energy worker, and you're putting yourself out there, and or you are someone that needs additional healing energy to help support some different things. That's the central theme of kind of what we've got going on here. So I'll do my best to read it both ways for you, okay? Now, the strength in the position right now, it is courage and bravery not necessarily being there. So Sagittarius, this is definitely one of the cards that showed up in its reverse position. Now it makes sense why Mercurial stepped forward. You know, your bravery. You need to call on to your bravery. Your bravery was a challenge for you, at least in the past, okay? For sure, for sure, for sure. With regards to your home life, if you lacked courage and bravery before, it looks like you might have done some work, because we have Mother, Father, God that comes out here. So this is the divine masculine and feminine meeting up to support whatever it is that you need. This is the aspect of love, self-love, universal love, everything it is that you need in order to move forward with the next piece and part. And therefore, there is an opportunity and a change that is in your future, Sagittarius, okay? All right? So those are good. I like that. We will do clarifiers, but let's go into the romantic situation for you. In the past, we literally were all about the romance, okay? All right? Now, what this is indicating again, and the one aspect, is that your romance definitely could use some support and some healing. And the card that shows up in maybe the future position is power and intention. Or something has to change so that this powerful intention can come through for what it is that you want, okay? Let us go down into the workplace. So in the past, you were required to listen very, very intently and deeply to someone else's perspective, viewpoint, things of that nature in order for you to organize the information in your brain. That led you towards being emotional and vulnerable, but ultimately that allows you to get to your freedom point, okay? But the end game here, in order to see this all come to fruition, is going to take some work, and it's going to involve a little bit of inner child healing for you in order to continue to grow. So what we're going to do is we're going to move into the clarifiers here. We're going to do a bridge, and I'm going to start with the home and family first. Let's see what we've got. Courage and bravery, or having a lack of courage and bravery in the past. Looks like you tried to get over that with Mother, Father, God stepping in to support you. Let's see what's up here for our Sagittarius. There we go. Ah, yeah. We have the Knight of Cups, or excuse me. The Knight of Cups transitioning into the Queen of Cups. Okay. So, talk about your divine masculine and feminine. This is owning your stuff. This is stepping up to the plate. This is doing the things that need to be done. Okay? So the Knight of Cups coming in is learning what he needs to be able to do in order to be, you know, emotionally available and supportive, but also not being knocked off of his guard either. So if you were having challenges with that in the past, I can understand what was going on with that. Switching positions. What am I getting out of this, universe? Someone in the relationship was not feeling... Where'd it go? Yeah. Someone in the relationship was not feeling the love, so to speak. So what we have here is the Tower mixed in with the Star. It wasn't enough to hurt the relationship, though. It wasn't enough to hurt what was going on in the home, but there were some tense moments for sure. Now, even though the King, or excuse me, the Knight of Cups didn't present itself in the reverse position, that's the basic crux of the situation. Someone was trying to beef up their bravery to try to get through a particular situation. So, therefore, that brings in the divine, literally, the divine is here in your present moment to help you work on the next piece and part. So let's go into what it looks like in your future position with this opportunity and change. What's going on for our Sagittarius here? From Mother, Father, God's influence into opportunity and change. And you can say universe. You can change that to the divine feminine and masculine. You can call it source. It doesn't really matter to me what word you use. But that's the energy of the divine masculine and feminine. It's all about love. Okay? It's all about love. Okay. What we have here, we got the moon in reverse. Okay? So, Pisces, Neptune energy for sure, for sure, for sure. This is the emotional piece that we were talking about. This is what we're talking about. You got to release those emotions. There's emotions that are necessary to deal with in your life, but part of the emotionality of some things is a little bit more intense than others. So what are you really putting your focus on? I.e., you know, your moon, your influence, the emotional pieces and parts of what it is that you're looking for as far as expression is concerned, okay? The next card that we have is the Eight of Cups. In your home life, there is a situation. It could also be a need to realize that you got to release yourself from this home situation. So that could be a couple that maybe just needs to take a break. It could be a child leaving home, an older child. It could be a lot of different type of circumstances. But there is an opportunity and a change also with a physical home. Okay, so let's call all the scenarios out. Cover all the bases. What would it look like if you were trying to call in a new home? Opportunities exist. That one flipped over. Sorry, let me put that one back in. I don't know how long he had been there. All right, here we go. King of Cups. The King of Cups is here. Okay. He's back. So we went from the Knight of Cups in this particular situation, having fear in the situation, graduating to now the King of Cups. Totally trustworthy, new opportunity. You can follow along with what it is that he has to say. He's going to lead you in the right direction. He's not going to get agitated about different types of things. So if you are looking to move home, this is a great, great sign. If you are having a specific concern in your relationship, your home, there's something that's going on, something that's going to come to light that's going to allow you to move away from something that has been challenging and troubling with that moon. It's going to reveal all the information that you need to know about, and therefore there is going to be a solid support system with this King of Cups here that's going to support this opportunity and change. Okay, love that. Now let's move forward to the actual romance piece of it, and let's see what we've got here. Romance and connection for Sagittarius, from past energy into healing energy into current, please. Woo! That was super fast. Knight of Coins into the Queen of Coins. So I have to put it out there because I've seen it. This could potentially be you dealing with an earth sign, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be. But the romance and connection between the Knight of Coins transitioning into the Queen of Coins is talking about your stability and the relationship. And then we have this Eight of Swords transitioning into the Nine of Swords with relationship, So as far as relationship, it means that you are expecting a storm. It's the calm before the storm. It's like you're expecting something to happen, okay? I don't see this as necessarily bad, but you definitely have expectations. And with the Eight of Swords sitting in that area into the Nine of Swords, again, that's a lot of stinking thinking. That's a lot of mental energy spent on something that you're still bringing in from the past, that's still here in your future area. In order for healing energy to take place, again, if you need additional healing, this is what you've got to be able to cure. You've got to be able to cure the stinking thinking that's kind of going on, and if there is some sort of a situation that is brewing that you have an awareness of, okay? Let's move forward into this power and intention for Sagittarius, from healing energy into this power and intention, which is what you need to be able to help work on. Let's see what we've got and what do we need to do to bring it forward. Got it. King of Wands. Got a couple of kings on the table now. Mastery. Okay, in the physical, King of Wands wants to move very, very quickly. Okay. Quick messaging coming through. Got the High Priestess that's showing up in the reverse position. So this is indicating that there might be a need to take a quick peek at what that king is going to be offering you. Sagittarius, I don't necessarily think it is you, but even in the event that it is you in this romantic type of a situation, there's going to be some revelation that's coming forward. Okay, I'm going to take one more on that. Okie dokie. Knight of Cups. Okay, so now we've gone and we've determined that we're back at this Knight of Cups. There's the delivery of this new situation that potentially wants to come through from this knight in your relationship. I would say that the revelation is going to come from a younger individual that is in your home, possibly male, doesn't necessarily have to be, but embodies the energy of the Knight of Cups. He is and has honorable, loving intentions, okay? But there's going to be some information that's going to be coming through. So with this king here, I believe that what you're being told is that there might be a little bit more information that's going on behind the scenes that you don't know about in the relationship that's going to reveal itself as well, okay? Therefore, that allows you to be in your power and bring forth your best intentions, okay? Let's move forward now to the career portion. Having to have gone in and listened deeply, okay? Now that you're at a point where there's some vulnerability and freedom, let's see what else we've got going on, because it's still there. We've got to be able to address it because it showed up in the past. Let's make sure that we bridge this, the listen deeply and the vulnerability and freedom, please. Sagittarius. Oh, whoop, ah! Almost put a hex on the whole thing. We have the King of Wands in the reverse position. Okay, the King of Wands in the reverse position trying to transition into the Page of Wands. It is possible that this is you in the past that needed to come down, okay, and you needed to step backwards a little bit, and you needed to seriously take a listen to somebody else's perspective, like we said, deeply listening, so that you could start something new. There we go again. We have the Star card mixed in with the Moon. So a little bit of indecision and not a lot of clarity when it came to the direction I think that you were looking to try to go towards in your career, work, or project that you happen to be working on at the time. However, the present energy is being vulnerable and expressing your wants for freedom with whatever that happens to mean for you. So again, what's getting ready to show up here is the inner child healing. So there's definitely a little bit more work that needs to get done to support you in that endeavor, but let's find out what we've got. Wow, thank you. Hermit card in the reverse position, yeah. Either you went all the way in and you felt like you got everything that you needed, or you're resisting it a little bit. You might not have picked up on everything that was necessary for you with this inner child healing with your work. Did it drop? No. Okay. Ace of Cups. In order for that to happen, in order for you to receive this new gift of restoration, you've got to go in. So there's a little bit of resistance that's happening here. Okay. And there we go. Yeah, there's Pluto. There's judgment that shows up for you. Judgment call in one aspect. The universe is saying that there's a potential for something grand to show up for you. They're telling you you literally have to do the work. You've got to go and find what this challenge is for you in this whole reading, this whole month, because one thing leads to another. They're all connected. One chakra gets blocked, all the chakras have a challenge. You gotta go in and do some of this inner healing. So I would say that if you are an energy worker, continue to work on that. If you're not an energy worker, you may need to go and seek support in order to unblock something that will create these revelations. It will be emotional, but you gotta be able to temper your emotions with logic at this particular moment so that you can bring forth what it is that you need. Okay? You're gonna have to work and continue the courage that you have when it comes to communicating that out to someone this particular month if there is a change that you are trying to articulate. And I don't really see that there's a power struggle that's going on here within either the relationship or the home, but what I can say is that in the past there may have been a challenge, and I think someone is not really saying all the things that they want to be able to say. So this is a good opportunity to continue to practice that listening deeply and opening up to each other as much as you possibly can. Okay, and Thankyou, what additional cards would you like me to pull out here for our Sagittarius? Oracle of the Radiant Sun, Mystical Wisdom, Healing Angels. Okay. Here we go. First card out. Did I not say it? I said patience. That's kind of where we're at here. So this Jupiter energy that we've got going on here with Virgo, patience. You've been patient in the past. You can be patient again, okay? Not, again, Rome was not built in a day. Stepping stones. Isolation shows up here. If you're feeling like you're alone, you're not. Please step out. Please ask for support. You need to be able to get out. So that again is, this is all Virgo energy. Isolation. We got Jupiter and Saturn that are here in Virgo. So I do believe that when you get to, if you can start working on it now, that could definitely be having an influence. But they're both going to go direct because they're both still in retrograde. They're going to both go direct in the middle of October. And kind of what's going on, it seems, is that someone in the somewhere in your energy here is this energy of eccentricity. Aquarius energy here with Saturn, okay? So that, you know, if you're feeling that someone in your relationship is being very eccentric, or maybe if you're exhibiting eccentric behavior in one way, shape, form, or another, that could be a form of the inner child healing that comes up as well, okay? If you had challenges in, as you were younger, having someone listen to you, that can come up and manifest itself in different ways as adults. It's very important to listen to each other. Healing angels for our Sagittarius, please. September. All right, I want to try that one more time. There it is. Thank you so much. Sagittarius, you are an earth angel. Okay? Part of your earth walk is to teach about love. So in order for you to teach about love, you've got to feel the love. In order for you to feel the love, you've got to be able to make sure that you're loving all parts of yourself, body, mind, spirit, right? So take the time to go within. Don't resist the hermit mode, and find out what else your angel, spirit guides, or whatever particular pantheon that you happen to celebrate has to offer for you. Okay. Mystical wisdom. Oh, that was soups fast. Okay. This is the dreams card, but what this one is talking about is really honestly believing in your dreams. Okay. Honestly believing in your dreams. Know without a shadow of a doubt that it's going to come to fruition. Okay? And so this perhaps is a little bit of the emotionality that comes into play when we're talking about your vulnerability and freedom. And continue to believe in your dreams, your power and intention. So let me just focus on this one really, really quickly here. Your future does look bright. The only thing that they're saying to you, this opportunity and change and this power and intention, it's really hard to see with my hand in the way, but this is very strong, Sagittarius. It is very strong, okay, as far as outcomes for the end of the month. But please take to heart the different healings and opportunities that they're talking about for you here. Is there anything else? No. Okay. So, again, Abariel's talking about managing your emotions. He's talking about moon magic. We do have a new moon that's coming up here on the 6th in the sign of Virgo. And then Mercurial, the Aries archangel, is coming through as well, talking about conversations of love potentially as well. Emotions in order to get your self-will back up into play. So those are important, and I would offer, again, you the opportunity to go and take a look at the Aries reading. There might be some other information that would be supportive for you in that reading, okay? So Sagittarius, I'm going to end this with the Clarity card from our Sacred Geometry deck for you, okay? Told you before, it has a lot to do with spirituality and trying to get yourself together. Clarity, staying clear and focused. Let's see what we've got here. So, here's the image of the card. And here's the mantra if you want to use it this month, okay? The clouds of confusion clear. The star lights my way. The clouds of confusion clear. The star lights my way. The clouds of confusion clear. The star lights my way. And so it is, okay? So this is, you know, if you're feeling foggy, making sure that you're taking time out, closing your eyes and focusing on your third eye, using your intuition, practicing your intuition to step up by engaging your third eye, for sure, so that you are able to be perceptive of and receive more clear knowledge, therefore more clear thinking, therefore more clear doing, right? Okay. If you want to take advantage of crystal medicine, then you can use sodalite, apophyllite, a Herkimer diamond, or selenite, and those would be good to put on your third eye as well as your throat chakra to help support the different healing that you need to go through this week. So Sagittarius, that is what I have for the overall. I will do a deep dive probably bi-weekly, and we'll get all the way down into the weeds with some things, especially when we get to mid-month. It's going to be a very big turn of events before we hit Mercury retrograde that happens on the 26th. So A lot of things going on. It is a big chock full of energy this month with new moon, full moon, retrograde, a portal. So it's a big month, but it's a good juicy month to lay the foundation for different things that might need to step up for you. So hopefully you were able to resonate with the majority of the content that I was able to deliver to you today. If you did, smash that like button, comment below, share this out to other individuals. I would love for them to receive this kind of knowledge. If you didn't, again, make sure that you're taking a look at your sun, your moon, your rising, just to get a broad, extended picture. When these types of readings come forward, take a look at the master message that may be across each one of them, and I would probably hone in on that one. Of course, take what resonates for you and leave the rest, okay? That's not a problem. If you're interested in booking a one-on-one session with me, then the information is in the description box below. You can also just go to peonielure.com. There's booking there as well. I have a good majority of my crystals up available in my shop if you would like to take advantage of that. Not everything is there, but we're working on it a little bit at a time. And I am really happy to be able to support. So thank you so much for joining, Sagittarius, and we will see you on the next video. Bye for now.